Autumn Jones gave Buffalo the spark to help them get back in it. The largest lead of the first was 21. Nine straight by Buffalo to end the opening quarter. Starting up the second here at Gampel Pavilion. Albany region, second round coverage of the NCAA Women's Championship. Nafisa Collier draws a foul. Adam Amin, Carol Lawson, our great crew here at Gampel for the final game played in this building this season. Winner of this game goes to Albany in the Times Union Center for the Sweet 16. UConn trying to make it 26 straight trips to the Sweet 16. Buffalo out of the Mid-American Conference trying to go back-to-back. The men's NIT is in its second round. TCU getting set to take on Nebraska tonight at 9:30 Eastern on ESPNU and the ESPN app. Visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Foul called off the miss. This is going to go against Buffalo again. That one on Wilkins.
Wilkins trying to box out Katie Lou Samuelson. It's dinged with a foul.
Hemphill has some gauze in the nose after she was bleeding in the opening quarter. She's back in. We were talking about this during the break. Buffalo has to extend their zone a little further than they would maybe against some other teams, and that opens things up for players like Collier inside.
Absolutely. This is a team that can spread you out. This is a UConn team that can spread you out better on the offensive end than a year ago.
Sure.
Because
they have more shooters.
They have more shooters on the floor. They have 5 players that are capable of hitting a three-point shot in their starting lineup.
Nice take with the left by Morrison. Gino Ariano said it. We're, in some ways, better offensively this year than last. Would you love to have Gabby Williams and Kia Nurse? Sure, especially at the defensive end, but they're a little more wide open offensively this year.
A little bit more wide open. I think that's a good way to describe it, Adam, but they're not anywhere near the defensive team without those two on the
and that's
floor.
something that Gino has made very clear. Good transition. Collier draws a little bump and puts it in. That's on Morrison, her first.
And look at the numbers for Collier already.
Wow.
And this is what she does. I mean, this is who she's been her whole career. You look up at the end of the game, and she's got 20 points. She's got 9 rebounds. She's got 4 assists every single night.
Yep.
And it's, I mean, I have to think long and hard the last time Nafisa Collier had a bad game. And when I say had a bad game, it doesn't mean she didn't shoot it well, because that's not what is a part of the entire composition of a game in terms of defense, in terms of communication, in terms of leadership. I can't remember the last time she had a bad game.
Collier, a third-team All-American last year. I would bank on it that she's first team this year. Certainly a candidate for National Player of the Year awards. And again, not spectacular in terms of the flash, but a ton of substance in Collier's game. Good ball movement as Walker finds Samuelson, and a foul on Hemphill. Her first.
So this action's been really good for UConn.
Yeah.
You say getting the ball in the middle of the floor. What does that do? Well, what that does is it sucks the middle of the zone, the back middle of the zone up. And in doing that, it creates this window behind the zone that UConn's been able to exploit time and time again. It's 11 assists on 14 field goals. You beat the zone with penetration, but that penetration can come in a couple ways. A lot of times people think it's dribble. It can come with passes.
Yeah.
Passing, penetrating the zone with your passing, and UConn's done that beautifully here in this first half.
Well, you said it. Against the zone, the common places to expose one are the free throw line and the short corners. But that extension that we talk about with UConn's shooting ability, that really messes with defenses.
Yeah, and it makes the windows even wider.
Yeah.
It makes the window wider to pass it to in the middle, the window wider in the short corner area. So a little bit more room for error.
Sierra Dillard, 1 for 4 to start the game. 1 for 5. And here comes UConn again. Nice save by Collier, finding Williams for three. UConn ties its largest lead at 21, answering with an 8-0 run. Alicia Grinter has a foul.
UConn foul.
This is the second on Williams.
What a great play that was last time down.
Yeah.
The pass from Dangerfield. It's a little bit ahead of Collier. That's why she had to get it falling out of bounds. But it's a left-handed pass on the run through traffic. You know how hard that is when your left hands are off-hand to put that even close to on the money? And Collier with a great find. Williams has shot it well. Shot it well on Friday and shooting it well tonight from beyond the arc.
And it took about 12 and a half minutes of game time before UConn finally subs, which has been a more and more common theme as the season has gone on.
And definitely in the postseason. I mean, UConn
tightening the rotation a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, UConn's played with a short bench
all year,
for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, not just this year,
last couple
years
of years,
past, and certainly in the postseason, giving the lion's share of the minutes to the starters.
Nice play by Dillard on the read. It's set up to Onwuka, but she was blocked by Olivia Nelson-Adona.
Yeah, the pass was late there. I mean, Dillard needs to get rid of that earlier. Because what she did is she put her teammate in a compromising position. Two on one, and that defender commits and shades to your side of the floor. That ball's got to be out of your hand. She allowed the help with the pass being late to come back and get a hand on the shot.
Hamilton steps into a three. Samuelson can't snare it. Dillard does. So Samuelson knocks it away. Walker was gunning for it, but she was last to touch. A lot of activity from UConn on the defensive end. It's one of the reasons they've been top 5 in defensive efficiency all year, according to her hoop stats. They're number 2 in the country entering the tournament. Only Baylor's been better. But Dillard doing everything in her power to get a shot up. Morrison, another offensive rebound. She's denied. Collier gets tied up. Buffalo keeps it on the possession arrow.
Oh, I love Morrison's energy and physicality on the offensive glass. You know, when you're shooting 21% from the field, through this point in the game, you can't rely on your offense. You have to create extra offense. And that's what Morrison's done, and a nice drive. And every time Buffalo's aggressive, they're aggressive. They get a quality shot at the basket. They haven't made all of them, but that's the mindset that they have to play in offensively, is they have to attack.
That time Onwuka drew the Dangerfield foul. Ariema coaching Dangerfield hard, and she brings it back up the floor. Morrison bumped Dangerfield. It is bonus time for UConn as Morrison picks up her second.
32, Brittany Morrison.
With 2 shots coming for the Murfreesboro, Tennessee native. She's shooting 93% from the free throw line entering the tournament.
2 free throws.
Coming off her 3rd 20-point game this year. And that's her first point of the game. Meanwhile, this is something we discussed a couple of weeks back. Crystal Dangerfield is averaging the most assists per game in UConn history. And just look at the names. I mean, those names are plastered about Gamble Pavilion with banners and jersey numbers. That's an impressive collection to be a part of. Now, granted, we're in an era where offense is that much more explosive in college basketball, but that's still great company to be in as Morrison puts it in.
And she's definitely the leader of the offense in terms of the play calls, the general pointing players to where they need to go. Has a great command of what Gino Ariema wants to do out on the floor.
Come on, Samuelson accepting the contact and finishing. Again, some of the physicality that you talked about, Samuelson getting used to again, doing a good job there. That's 3 on Morrison now. And Morrison got teed up here after this. Oh, you see her gesturing at Mark Resch, and there was a technical foul. So Samuelson's bucket counts. She's going to get a technical foul shot and the and one. So that's 4 fouls now, counting the T for Brittany Morrison. And she's been such an energy spark off the bench, especially on the glass.
Yeah, she has been.
So Adebola Adeyeye, who is a starter, comes back into the game for Felicia Leggett-Jag. Now Samuelson's going to shoot the and one free throw.
1 free throw.
And that is now UConn's largest lead at 23. That's a 5-point swing at that end of the floor. Can Dillard get going for Buffalo? Give him a little bit of life. A frustrating start for one of the best players on the floor tonight.
UConn foul number 3.
Walker picks up her second foul on the rebound action.
It's been Buffalo's best offense.
Second on Walker.
Glass, yep.
Missing the shot and then getting the offensive rebound.
13 offensive rebounds, 7 second chance points. Obviously, you'd like to cash in a little bit more with that many offensive boards. Little step back against Walker, and there it goes for Dillard. His second field goal. 25 a game this year to pace most of the country, other than some girl named Megan Gustafson, who had another dynamite performance for Iowa today in their victory to get to the Sweet 16. Dangerfield got poked by Dillard, and that'll be a foul.
On number 24.
Dillard made sure to check on Dangerfield. We'll step aside here.
Dillard.
They'll check on Dangerfield during the time.